Good morning, good morning, morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down, then we see. Crazy market. Your election is coming up, so you're starting to get some election action. Money is moving all over the place, up and down. When the action is wrong, you have to understand the action is wrong, and you chill and you wait and you relax. Okay? If you don't do that, you get killed. Okay? What do I mean when the action is wrong? Well, TSM. Here I'm going to give you a secret too. One other secret. So when something trades after hours, say they have earnings. Let's say Now has earnings. Just making up numbers here. And let's say it goes to 966 after earnings on the night of earnings, and then in the morning it opens at 966. It doesn't matter if it gets to 980. It will go back and base at 966. It just does. Okay? So same thing the other way. So just understand that. So now TSM has great earnings. It goes to 200, 201. Then it gets to 203 pre-market. And the news is so good it goes to 213. And where does it go? Back to 201. Okay? So, but the action is wrong. When that type of stuff happens, you have to understand what's happening is they're not generically just buying everything. Okay? So that's why it's basing. Today, NVIDIA is moving because here's the reality of the situation. And this is what the smart people understand, the dumb people don't understand. No matter what happens with AI and everything else, people are going to buy NVIDIA chips and stuff. They may not buy Microsoft, and their product may suck. All these other companies may completely crash and burn, but NVIDIA won't. Their product will do well, and they keep buying it. And they buy it, and they buy it. Now, I'm hearing stuff that this one gets to $6 trillion. Jesus. Does this pop to 180 after earnings? Very possible. But that's what they're buying, okay? They're buying the number one stock in the market, and that's what they're doing. And I've taught you guys this before, and we taught you this last year when NVIDIA was at 500 in January. Sam said, buy NVIDIA at 503 with a 500 stop or a 495 stop and let it go. And it moved up 50 points. So it went to 550. So now it's at 550. You bought it at 500. Then it goes to 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, 1,100, 1,200. It's 1,400 plus right now, 4 to 1. And you can just buy puts every month. And I understand there's a lot of people like you out there, people out there that are just dramatically cheap and they bitch and moan. But here's the reality of the situation. Let's say NVIDIA is at 140. Let's say you bought it at 120. It's at 140. Okay? You can go put $2 into a put every single month, and you're covered. If the whole world goes to shit, your put is very valuable. If not, you lose $2. And I understand you lose $2 every single month, but the stock continues to go up more, right? Very simple. This is what funds do. They're not going to tell you that. That's what they do, okay? They cover themselves, and they let it ride and see how far it goes. Now, if you did that every month when it was 10x, NVIDIA, you probably gave 100 points away. But if you bought it at 500 and it's a 1,400, you gave 100 points away buying puts, you're at 1,300 from 500. You're happy. That's trading. There's not this, I got to sell it, I'm going to buy it back. It doesn't work, okay? Because you miss it. You probably sold NVIDIA. Let's say it was at 135 and then went to 100. You probably sold it, and now you missed it. And that's what happened with Tesla when it had its dramatic run and people made all that money, okay? So understand that. But the action is wrong because, as this guy was just talking, if gold is up and risk assets are up, Bitcoin should be way, way, way higher. I mean way higher. But it's not, because they're thinking the Fed is not going to keep cutting. And that's because if both Trump and Harris just keep printing money, basically, and spending money, you're going to end up with inflation and all that other stuff. But I don't believe that, okay? I believe you're going to have an opportunity of a lifetime after the election. And everybody and their mother is going to come in. And you're going to have maybe a week or 2 or 3 to make life-changing money. One way or the other. I mean, life-changing money. And you got to wait, and you got to wait, and you got to wait, and you got to be ready. So let's say you have $50,000 in your account now. I mean, the silly people are going to say, I want to make money today, I'm going to make money today, and then you're going to have no money to buy after the election. And that's why the market is now chilling right now. It's waiting for the news. Think about what happened to Humana. There's rumors that they're talking. Now, I don't know if they're talking or not. But if they're talking, this is at 130 or 330, 350. If they're talking. Now, nobody has said anything. But they're not going to tell you stuff. I mean, the dumbest people in the world are CNBC people that say, oh, let me call the company, they're going to tell me. Why is the company going to tell you anything? Think about that. People tell me, oh, I'm calling SMCI. I'm going to see when they're going to. Why is the company going to? Who the hell are you? They're not going to tell you anything. And the last thing before we get started here, this is funny. You see these polls on the election. This is even dumber to me. How many of you, if somebody calls you on the election, you tell them who you're going to vote for? How many do you tell them? Do they really believe anybody tells them the truth? Really? I'm fascinated with the world of ignorance. Nobody tells people anything, especially if they're harassing you for this stuff. Okay? So just understand that. So nothing is real. You don't know who's leading. You don't know who's not leading. You don't know who's going to win, who's not going to win. And you have no idea what's going to happen if the outcome happens or doesn't happen. Okay? Interesting. Okay? So that's the market we got today. See if Bitcoin gets going. If it gets going and it gets through 70, I'm telling you, the move to 90 or 95 is going to be epic. Okay? So just understand that. TSM has to go up. If TSM and NVIDIA get going, then the market will behave properly. NVIDIA sure looks like it wants to get to 150, and we got into that yesterday. You haven't been playing it a lot, but we did. Okay? So that's what we know. Okay, let's get started. Good morning, everybody. 10:22. I hope that helps. That's trading. And when an opportunity comes, you don't miss it. Now, people keep telling me on Tesla, oh, Tim, can I buy Tesla? Why are you going to buy Tesla? What's he going to do? The guy just keeps, do you know he lowered, he did this thing of, 0% interest rate on Teslas. Why do you do 0%? Because your cars aren't selling. Your cars aren't selling. But let me tell you something that Elon has done wrong. He does a lot of things wrong. He does a lot of things right. But the thing that he hasn't figured out yet, if you send people a coupon for $5,000 off, they will use that coupon. You send them a direct email of everybody that follows Tesla. And he will sell enough cars. And he can do it that way. And he doesn't have to do it the other way. He just doesn't understand that. But he won't call me. Because I could fix that very fast. Okay? And politics destroy companies. It doesn't matter if you like Harris or it doesn't matter if you like Trump. If you pick a side, people will leave your company. Half the people won't buy your products. Doesn't matter. If you pick a side, you're screwed. Barbara's like, okay, Sam, who you voting for? You can't pick a side, okay? You just don't do that. But I'm actually different. I'm unique. I really don't give a shit about politics. I'm just so aggravated with everybody. So just avoid politics. Go have fun. Enjoy. Get drunk. I don't get drunk anymore, but maybe one of these days. Friday in Lexington. Going to Lexington, guys. I'm be trading from Lexington on Friday, Kentucky. So going to a wedding. Okay. So probably may or may not leave early on Thursday. Haven't done the complete flight yet. Okay, we'll see. We have, but we're trying to change it. Okay. Okay. So SPX is down 20. So you go here, you got 58.33, 58.33, 58.31, 58.09. Needs to get through 58.72. Avago 181, 187. Nvidia 144, 146, 149. Lilly probably will go to, this can easily go to 852. And if Harris wins, this may go to 800, guys. Okay? Just understand that. If they're going to cripple all these drugs and the drug prices, they will slam it lower. Okay? ASML, doing nothing. If Lam Research were to miss, this is 650. 650. Okay? If Lam Research is good, it can probably get to 748, 749. Okay? Lam Research 81.89 underneath 62. CrowdStrike 116, 122 beast. PanW 383 beast right there underneath 361. Netflix 772, 781 under 761. AMD, no compelling reason to buy this. Okay? Look, you had an event and you said, oh my God, we're sold out of everything. We can't make enough. Oh, but we're not guiding higher because we don't want to invest in more foundries or get more capacity. We're just selling what we got. Interesting. ARM 152, 156 under 148. Coin 216, 222, 228. There's a number 227 that hit after hours on Sunday night. That number, if it breaks, it will go nuts. MicroStrategy 222, 229. Meta 603. Humana needs news. Athram like the 51s for earnings. UPSD like the 60s for earnings. Carvana has sat here in a 3-point range for 10 days. It doesn't usually do that, but it is. Okay? What else? SMCI, still no news. From what I'm hearing, you cannot issue your new quarterly report before you verify last year's numbers. I don't know what's true. TSM 202, 209. Microsoft no man's land 426, 409. Tesla 209, 201, 232. NOW. So SAP had good news. That means this thing should have ripped 20. It hasn't. So just understand that. That's what's going on. And then the other one, we bought this stock, WULF. Moved very nicely yesterday. It's trying to go, if it gets legs, 7.2. That's what we know. Everybody have a great trading day. See you in chat.